and dubs as well.
Oh, it's one of those Flash animated things.
Yes, it's ancient.
Wikipedia says, was a Flash animation viral video created by Jason Windsor of Albino Black Sheep in 2003.
Yes, October 30, 2003.
There was a
Somebody's,
frog in a blender Flash video.
I'm spinning.
You'd spin one button and be like, "What you looking at, punk?"
That's Joe
Yeah, right.
Cartoon, I believe.
Huh?
That's Joe Cartoon, I believe. He
Is that
did a
what that was?
whole bunch of them. Yeah. All of this stuff predates YouTube. So it was like, this was viral video before there was such a thing.
Yeah.
And because Flash animations were relatively small, they got shared around. Kind of sneakernet style. People would carry them to a friend's house and then find some mechanism to copy them between machines. Because we didn't have USB devices in those days. Back in the day, when you would plug one computer into another computer via the printer port and a specialized piece of hardware to copy files around.
Oh, wow. Before the .com crash, the site was said to be making the Joe Cartoon to be making $25,000 per month from banner advertising. It's
like a million
lot
these days.
And in 2001 ish, before pre-2001. Wow, thing. Okay. Right.
Yeah, I don't really remember the internet much. I remember in '99 I was able to email and do like chat groups. That's about it. I don't remember much else.
I had IRC that I played a little bit with, and then I had IRC chat, and then I discovered ICQ.
Uh-oh.
That's the
yeah, okay.
the little flower that would change colors if you had a message.
A rush of memories when you did that.
Yep.
Weird.
Yep. Uh-oh.
I remember being on campus and having this little port scanner, and I found open ports on people's computers, and I would find the uh-oh sound, and I had cut it into and o and swapped it so it was and I would replace their ICQ message with it.
How long did that take?
Oh, it didn't take very long.
Okay.
That's
like an hour of my time.
That's a form of ethical hacking. These days, you would just ask ChatGPT to do it for you, and it would just do it. So you don't have to do anything.
That little port scanner was one of those things that had the activate cup holder button, and so you could eject someone's CD tray for them.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Doesn't work anymore. No PCs have a CD tray. That's just you gotta hold your own cup these days.
Yep. I've got an external CD tray.
I remember working. Hey, I do too. Hang on. It's the same one.
Nice. Yeah, I think it is.
I was talking to. I used to do IT back in pre Y2K. That's kind of what I did, was Y2K compliance. So take that with whatever grain of salt.
Thank you for your service.
This was, I guess, it was 1999, and the internet's very, very raw. eBay was around. I do remember that because I remember emailing a lot of stuff at work.
Yahoo was around.
When, they had me set up online banking for the bank, which I did not know how. And then the thing that I remember specifically, I was talking to somebody about direct deposit, and the way that they did their direct deposit from the bank to the businesses, or vice versa, wasn't done via the internet. I took a floppy drive, a little 3x5, with all the data, and I'd have to go to the company and deliver the direct deposit. And that was, I basically took their paychecks to them.
You were the internet.
Yeah.
You were banking. That's-
I was faster than the internet at the time.
He was mobile banking. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I remember reading a report somewhere that people were using homing pigeons to transmit data around, which was relatively high latency, but relatively high throughput.
Yeah.
You could actually transfer a fair bit of data that way,
Yeah.
and it was at the time it was significantly faster than the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. We call it sneaker net at work.
Mhm. I could never get the birds to wear sneakers though.
That's funny. Well,
I remember working in a large office, and we had these printers. I can't remember what brand they were, but we did a port scan on the network and discovered that the printer had an open port. And we went and looked up the specs, and it turns out that you can send an open text message to the printer, and it will display it on its little screen. So we would wait until a manager had printed something out and was headed over to the printer. We'd send these little messages to the screen that would say stuff like, send help, or to tell the people what's happening, or
deposit 25 cents for more printing paper.
Get donuts.
yeah, running low on Tim Tams, kind of like those sorts of.
Oh man, Tim Tams.
I worked with a guy once. So we had a meeting with a customer, and they asked us if we could implement a particular feature in one of the meetings that we were in, like a planning meeting. And he, with a completely straight face, he said to them, "I mean, we'd like to, but we are running dangerously low on Tim Tams." And so the next day, they bought in a packet of Tim Tams, and they got their feature, but they kept bringing us Tim Tams. And like, I learned a valuable life lesson that day about, sometimes just ask.
Well, I don't remember what baseball guy it was, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, or something like that.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky.
I guess.
It's not a baseball player.
Yeah, definitely
That's a
not a
hockey
baseball
player,
player. Actually, I think
I
That's
don't know
the
sports,
president.
but I know that.
Isn't it the president of Canada or something like that?
Actually, I think that's that may be a quote from The Office attributed to Wayne Gretzky. Like it's I think it's you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky by like Michael Scott or whatever it is. Like it's a double quote.
That's correct.
Is that the
That's
actual thing?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Memory is accurate.
And I've never seen. Well, I've seen bits of The Office.
But you've seen every Wayne Gretzky hockey match, right?
Huh.
Never met him. Anyway.
All right. That's so weird. You've got my image flipped on Twitch because when I look at my screen over here,
Mm-hmm.
my head's this way.
Uh-huh.
When I look at Twitch, it's this way, which is actually this way, flipped around this way. So D&D. Last week, haven't been able to say that in a while. Seems like we've had an on-off, on-off, on-off. But last week, you guys had a bad day. And the birds had a worse day, but you guys have infiltrated loudly into Lord Villantru's humble abode, gone upstairs, pissed off some flying snakes, and alerted the giant Demodand guards. Fights ensued. Hilarity happened. Farazan died almost, and then
Yeah, hilarity.
hilarity. And at the end, when the last creature fell, an image of the guy who you trailed in here showed up. Obviously, an illusion. He's half over the gap over the first floor, and it looks like Obi-Wan, right? I mean, he's got the blue image and everything, except he isn't like a kind old man. He's a sinister bastard. And he's got a smile on his face. And it's one of those smiles that you know when this guy smiles, something bad has happened to somebody and is really relishing in it. And I don't remember, did I say anything last time or did he just show up?
It just showed up.
Showed up.
It showed up. So he shows up and he's floating there, and he sees you, and you're basically standing over Farazan. You've healed him, and he's got that he's got that smile on his face. I see that you've seen Volantru's experiments. Sort of impressed you made it through them. What do you think of the new Lord Mayor's house? Is it what you expected?
Can I toss a psychic dagger through his face?
Yep, go ahead.
Pretty good.
Aren't you doing the thing? It is doing the thing.
It did the thing.
23.
23, hit right between his eyes and goes straight through the image. He smiles. I guess I deserve that.
You deserve a lot more.
Well, that's what I'm here to talk to you about. There's a lot going on right now, literally, as we speak. I know where your daughter is. I know where the 13 are that are going to be sacrificed to open the portal to Carcerai. I know where the cage rights are. They're meeting right now to discuss what's going on. In the meantime, while the ritual is being performed while we speak, I know where Volantru is. And he steps back, and it's an illusion, but it looks like it's an area illusion. It's not an illusion. It's more like a camera on an area. So he steps back, and it widens out, and you see an X, kind of a crucifix X, with a blonde male hanging on this thing, cuts everywhere, bleeding everywhere, and you see a woman that you recognize from not too long ago, but fairly recently. You see Jill, and she's standing behind him, and she just looks that direction, basically towards him, and then looks back at the guy and just cuts another slice down the person's back, and he yells and screams in pain. You've got some choices to make. You can come and find me and Jill and your friend here. You can go and you can find the cage rights. Maybe they know where your daughter is. Maybe you can stop their ritual from happening. You can go find Volantru. He's there. He's in that house. He's not what you think. And I know he knows where your daughter is. Or do you want to come find me and be pissed and try to kill me? We're at the Brass Trumpet. We're not that far away. But they're at the House Rivaldi. They're not that far away either. Neither one of them are close enough for you to get there in time to stop them both. But I'll tell you this, if you don't come find me, this guy's dead and I'm gone forever. You'll never find me. But you come find me, your daughter's dead. And she'll live eternity in Carcerai, imprisoned, insane. It's up to you.
Farazan puts his hand on Tarathiel's shoulder.
Oh, they're starting. Just a second. And the image of his image fades, and an image of a grand ballroom, black and lavender ivory tiles spiraling towards the center of the room. Above the spiral hangs a dazzling crystal chandelier lit by magical flames. Tapestry hanging in the north has dark symbols stitched into it. Symbol resembles an eye, impaled on an upward pointed arrow. Beneath the tapestry stands a table covered with a magnificent arrangement of crystal wine goblets, each one filled with some sort of different liquid, some red, some white, some bubbling, some smoking. And the table is semicircular, and the semicircular 7 black chairs, and there are individuals sitting in these chairs, and there's a woman standing in, basically facing, quote, the camera, facing the direction that this eye is looking at. And she's speaking. And you recognize her. She's wearing all black. She has a veil over her face. And you know her as Lady Ravati. This is Thifarain. She's been associated with the Temple of Weejas. She was, by description, the one that brought Timmy? Shoot, the orphan back to
Timmy.
the orphan. Huh?
Timmy.
Timmy.
No.
Blah, 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 Timmy. Oh,
Uh,
God. I keep on wanting to say Timmy.
Tarim.
Tarim. Thank you. So you recognize her, and having been in Cauldron for the last 3 years or so, more, she's a name. She's one of the royal houses, but she's standing there, and she's got this veil on, and beside her there's a wine goblet, a golden wine goblet, and it's just floating beside her. And it drifts to her hand. She takes a drink, and she lets go, and it floats off again. And then over, you see along the ground a small golden weasel run up beside it, slink up her leg, and she grabs it, scoops it up, and begins stroking it affectionately. And her voice fills the hall, welcoming all the people, her honored guests. More than 5,000 years ago. Let me start over. More than 5 centuries ago. Sorry, I dropped a 0 there. The Demon sent a few of their kind to our reality. Disguised as humans, they mated with humans and other denizens from this plane. Most of their spawn were stillborn, but a few survived. They mated and produced a next generation with Demodan blood. And as the generations passed, all obvious traces of the Demodan ancestry faded away. Today, we recognize the sacred lineage by an invisible mark, the sign of Carcerai. At this point, Lady Raleigh gestures around the room to the symbol on the tapestry behind her, which begins to writhe, shifting in shape. We call these honored descendants the Shackleborn. Their sacrifice is the key to unlocking the portal to Othras, the first layer of Carcerai. Here, Demodans and countless other fiends have languished for a near eternity. In Cauldron, we have found more Shackleborn than anywhere else in the realm. And in Cauldron, we have found the perfect conditions for the ritual of planar junction. Tapestry behind her continues to writhe. The room suddenly grows before your eyes, becoming a twisted black tree with metal cages dangling from its iron branches. For the past 5 years, the cage rites have labored in secret to build 13 soul cages to drain the life energy from the Shackleborn. These soul cages hang from an artifact called the Tree of Shackled Souls, the device that gathers the life energy needed to unlock the prison doors of Carcerai. All the preparations are now complete. Shackleborn are safely in our hands and ready to give their lives to change the world forever. All that remains is the ritual itself, and it's already underway. The black tree bursts into flames, melts into nothingness. Once the ritual is complete, Cauldron won't be the same quiet little burg it is today. It'll be the unholy font from which darkness gushes forth, a rolling pit filled with doom and despair for our enemies. Almost immediately, fiendish armies will sweep across the land and lay waste to surrounding territories, enslaving the weak and carving out new dominions. Naturally, we expect resistances on all sides, and that's where you come in. And she gestures to everyone. As she finishes her gesture, a fat tiefling with boar-like tusks speaks up. All eyes will be on Cauldron, he chuckles. We'll have their worst fears to toy with. Precisely, she replies. As kings raise armies to confront the legions of Carcerai, you, slavers, merchants, mercenaries, spies, assassins, will methodically search for weakness from within, soften their resolve, and convince them that their only true choice is to yield or die. And when she says die, she stops. And she looks up, literally looking essentially into the camera. And she pulls her veil back. And she's a beautiful mid-50s woman, very well groomed and just a pretty lady. But she has a gigantic eye right set in her forehead. And that eye is twitching around, and it's the first thing that looks at the sensor. And everything blacks out. And it comes back to the original man standing with Jill. She nods, cuts again on the guy on the rack. They know you're coming now. You don't have much time. What's it going to be?
Do we know the blonde guy? I can't remember if it was Fario or Phalion that was taken.
I think it's Fario. It is him though. It's it's one of the Striders, the one that got kidnapped.
And they said where the ceremony is taking place.
They did not mention where the ritual was. He said, "I'm here. They're there. They're basically having a banquet talking about it." So he's like, "I'm here at the Brass Trumpet.
Oh, Brass
They're
Trumpet.
at House Trivaldi.
House Trivaldi.
They're discussing, House Trivaldi. Fifaraine Rivaldi is her name. They're discussing the future plans of when the portals open. Looks like they're toasting and breaking up, and you've got I keep on saying him because I can't remember his name.
Braxton.
Thank you.
Okay.
Braxton is taunting you. I'm here, and if you look at the map of Cauldron, he's like 4 blocks away. They're 6 blocks away.
Okay, but the High Priestess of Weejaws, they aren't at the same location that the Shacklemorn are doing the ritual.
It doesn't sound like it.
Okay.
They'll know where they are.
They know where they are.
And she's not the High Priestess. She's just been very associated with the Temple of Weejaws, which now makes sense because they were harboring some of these cages for the ritual.
Can I make an insight check on Braxton? I want to know if he's trying to trick me. I mean, obviously he's given me a devil's bargain, but I'm trying to figure out if he's deliberately lying to me to try and get me to pick the wrong option.
You can, but it's going to have to be at disadvantage. This is basically like a shadowy illusion of him.
Well, and I imagine Tarathiel's very distracted. It's a natural 1 and a natural 20. Perfect.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, it perfectly fits what's going on right now. You've got these 2 options. One is a 20, one's a 1.
So it's a 21 because the natural 1, I can't roll below a 10 on it. But still a natural 1. So treat that however you wish. It's a 21.
The natural 1 is a 21? Yeah. You don't... He's holding something back. He's lying about something. But at the same time, every interaction you ever had with him, he's holding something back and he's lying about something. So, yeah, you're not sure if necessarily he is setting you up. But what he's setting you up for, you do not know.
So
I trust him about as far as I can spit him out.
So what he's told us is his location, the location of this meeting where they're basically celebrating something that isn't taking place there. And then also confirm that Lord Valantru is still somewhere in the building that we're currently in. Right?
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, did he say earlier himself, Braxton, I know he said, "I know where your daughter is." Did he also say, "I know where the ritual is taking place"?
He said he knows where the Shackleborn, the cage rights are, and that's the image you saw, her having that speech.
Okay,
which is House Travoldi.
Yeah. The cage rights are there, so he didn't mention that he knows where the actual sacrifice is taking place.
He didn't mention that.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Tarathiel's he would go directly after the cage rights, or potentially taking a moment to try and find Volantra in the house to see what he knows, because obviously he's cahooting.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I imagine for him, killing Braxton is secondary because the whole point of killing Braxton is to keep his daughter safe. So if he thinks Braxton doesn't have his daughter, then going after Braxton is like, that would be the worst outcome for Tarathiel, is that he manages to kill Braxton, but Megan dies anyway.
Yeah. What value would we get out of spending more time trying to find Volantra, though, instead of rushing over to see what we could learn? Because they just said that it's beginning, right? This ritual.
Yeah.
What
I
did
don't
he
think
say
you
that
know.
Volantra knew?
Where his daughter is, I think, is what he said Volantra knew.
He said Volantra knows where your daughter is, and daughter is being
Yeah.
part of the ritual.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, he's our quickest source to that information for sure.
Yeah.
And there's just one of him.
Yes.
So you've got this conversation going mentally, and it's obvious that Braxton knows that you guys do this, and he's just standing there. And every once in a while, you hear another scream in the background as Jill cuts another piece out of this strider. So, what'd you guys decide to come up with?
Why would we tell you that?
I know what you're going to do
Then why are you asking?
because I enjoy it. And he looks back at Jill. Jill nods. She cuts his throat. Tell Lord Volantru it was nice working with him. And
It's
then
a hell of a stutter you got there. Oh.
that was Matt. And then the image fades.
They need to check their Wi-Fi signal.
Lord, that laundry. A max headroom.
Let's go find Volantra. We hadn't checked a portion of downstairs, but we're up here and we know that the little, what did he call them? His experiments came rushing out of this hallway.
Yeah.
There's a door down there that Tarathiel's already seen? Or was that not a door?
Ping what you're talking about. The door, not door.
Right here.
That's a door.
Okay.
I have a spell that could help.
Oh, great.
I have a spell called Locate Creature.
Okay.
Locate bad guy.
Yeah. Talk to me about locate bad guy.
I can sense the direction of the creature's location as long as the creature is in 1,000 feet of me. If the creature's moving, I know what direction it's moving.
Okay.
It's says it's the spell can locate a specific creature known to you, or it has some other like things that it can do. But yeah.
Okay. What's the casting time?
It's one action.
Okay, so it's pretty immediate. Sure, yeah, you can cast it.
Okay.
As a reminder, before you cast it, since it's been a week, you guys are completely messed up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Just a reminder, like, it's been a week. Forget things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to do that right now if we want to take a beat, but it seems like things are kind of happening
I'm sorry.
now.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think Farazan's the one that's taking any damage, right? Everybody else
Well,
is
I
pretty
healed
much
everybody
hit.
for 30, I think, which
That's
got
right.
me up to
Nah.
a pretty good point.
I'm down a hit point.
You shouldn't be.
I've
What?
taken more emotional damage. I think I had 30. I think I had 31 damage, and you healed me for 30. So I'm down 1.
Farazan's going to start popping potions unless you have something better, Rachel.
Oh God, here
Stop
we
him.
go.
Call his sponsor.
He's going to put that helmet on with the two straws.
Don't forget your achievement. If you roll all ones
Oh,
on your
Lord.
potion, it maxes it out.
Yeah. But yeah, he's getting ready to do one. Unless you have something, Rachel.
I used my big one
That's a big
already.
one. Okay, yeah, he's gonna start drinking potions.
I have a potion of healing supreme if somebody needs it.
Is that the
I guess-
20d4?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
10d4 plus 20.
Oh dang!
10d4.
Do you need that, Tarathiel?
I know. No, I need nothing.
Tarathiel needs 1. Farazan needs 101.
Oh, he
I
needs.
can-
He only needs
like-
one, not he's just down. I got you.
No, I can live without the 1.
I thought you were saying you were down to 1, and I was like, wait, how? But,
No.
all right,
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
sit
I-
on it then.
I
I'm
could
down
use some
a few
spell
points,
slots
but
back,
I'm
but
fine-ish.
my health is fine. So
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all feel about that, but
I don't want to wait.
I mean, I don't want to wait either.
Farazan's just chugging potions.
I mean,
That's 1,500 gold worth of potions that we bought a
Yeah,
while back.
that's- it's been a while. It's been a while since you just like down 3 hit points. You chug an 800 gold piece of potion. I always
kinda
got
like-
such a kick. That irritated the crap out of Heath. I will just let you know. It drove him wild.
What's that?
What?
Sitting there going, just drinking a potion when you get a cleric in the party. He's like, "No, what?" I'm like, why else do you have potions if you're never going to drink them?
Yep.
I play video games like that. You beat the game and you got like 88 maximum hit point potions. Like, use them if you got them.
I need to remember what
Trevor
my,
was
Pissed off. I don't mean that. I think it amused him more than anything.
It made his eye twitch every time something.
Yeah.
happened.
It's like 50 gold, 50 gold, 50 gold, 50 gold, 50 gold, 150 gold. Yeah.
let's see. Oh, I've got 2. I've
Tarathiel's
got
just
2
going to
more.
start storming through the house and opening doors and looking to see what he can find.
I'll
Okay.
follow
If I
him.
if I
Okay.
trigger an encounter, so be it. But he's being
It's-
reckless at this point.
I'm
Rachel.
gonna
Okay.
cast locate creature, so
All right. So
you
let
can
me
do that, but I'll be trying to calm you down.
I will open this door and then Rachel, I'll get with you about your spell, okay?
I
Okay.
mean, a bunch of demon dans came out of here, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
whatever encounter we're going to have in here, we just had. But maybe not.
So you this part right in front of you. So you
I
open the
have
door
darkness.
and there are 3 beds in here and there are stairwells going. It is a circular stairwell going down. This appears to be like servants' quarters. But it appears that there was some sort of just massacre in here, right? Like there's blood everywhere. There's torn clothing. The room is just I never know. Is it Carnal or Charnel? It's Carnal House, right?
I don't know the
Anyway, Charnal. So it's bloody. It's just a mess. And those stairs go down to the area directly below, which it's been a while since in reality that you've been down there, but it looks like this ends up in the room that there was a secret door to behind one of the statues when you first walked in the house, the mansion.
Yeah, and Alma spotted it.
It would be Charnel House. Charnel is related to death. Carnal is related to physical needs.
Okay, so Charnel. All right, thank you. Alma, you finish your spiel. So Tarathiel pops the door open, Rage is in there, Spectro, Farazan, got your back. You finish your spell, and does it give you exact distance? I don't know the exact distance, but It's almost quite literally straight down.
Okay.
The launcher is straight down hundreds of feet, hundreds, like really close to the maximum of the range of your spell. Probably 400
touching-
feet.
He's touching magma.
Okay. Yeah, it tells me the sense of direction of the creature's location. So
Down.
I guess that's kind of open for interpretation for you.
Well, is it kind of like the GPS of Find the Path, or is it just like, how long does the spell last?
At
Up
the
to
next
an hour.
at the next intersection, please go down 300 feet.
Yeah.
If you take a left next 15 feet, your death will await.
Please make a U-turn. Please make a U-turn.
You go down
Go
those
up.
stairs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
just, tell everybody where it's coming from and I'll follow in the back.
Down we go.
I'm not going to change the maps simply because there's not much to it. It's another set of servants' quarters. And the bottom right corner of the room, with Alma in tow, there is essentially, well, I'll just change it. It's not that hard. Swapping maps. So you guys, hold on,
As we're walking, Farazan tries to step back to Alma, and he said he doesn't look her in the eye, but he says, I'm sorry, my friend. I can't believe I lost control again. I never meant to hurt you. I don't know what to do to make this stop. I have a vulnerability in my armor. Says I'm sorry.
I think Alma doesn't really say anything back because she's kind of concentrating on this spell, but just reaches out and kind of just gives a reassuring kind of like squeeze on your elbow as we're kind of continuing to go down.
Concentrate on the big smile.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't really know if I'm ready to accept the sorry at this point.
Yeah. No. He's he'll.
And I'll
yeah.
I'll give like a little smile, like I know it wasn't your fault, but it still kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
So about that time, Alma, you get a message, and it's from
Hold, please,
oh shoot,
Jinya.
got all these names in my head.
Jinya.
Jinya, thank you. It's a short message. It's it's kind of like beware of that sort of feeling, but the message is quick. Under attack, half orcs, but I got this, and that's it.
Soon to be quarter orcs.
Okay. Now I forgot how this was working. Can I send anything back?
You can reply
Okay.
up to 25 words, but
Good. Period. Busy. Period.
Got our own shit. Oh gosh, I'm so
She
bad.
doesn't necessarily know that Valentro is a bad guy.
No.
Nor does she know that Lady Travaldi could be a bad person.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Maybe sending some of that stuff out would be worthwhile.
Yeah. So, yeah, I will relay that Valantru's bad. We're at his house, locating him. And then I can't. What was the lady's name? Rivaldi.
yes, Fifarain Rivaldi.
Okay, so I'll say. I'm trying to think of how to briefly say that she's kind of like the head lady, right? Is that what I was getting from that?
Yeah, she seems very much in charge of whatever's going on.
Now, is she
How did-
heading up the ritual, or was she just kind of celebrating that it's happening because it helps her?
Well, she said the ritual was currently being conducted.
Okay, and then I'll definitely also say then rituals begun.
Okay, that'll work. That's
Okay.
25 words. That'll work. The response. Damn.
She left me on red.
So you go down the stair, this circular stairway. It is another servants' quarters, and then that secret door is. I'm pinging it.
Not so secret from this side, right?
No, actually, you're right. It's there's a handle,
Yeah.
and it's more not really trying to be secret. It's more like a, you're in a nice house. You get these passageways that you want the servants to use, kind of thing. It's more of a, you don't want them to be seen as they're doing their tasks.
Yeah.
You don't feel like it's meant to be like hide, the treasure.
It's not so much secret as discreet.
Yeah.
So no way down from this room though.
No,
Oh, good.
looks like we hadn't gone over through this door, but I think we've seen all the other stuff in this other direction to our south as we're looking at the map.
Okay. This is where you had the bugs crawling in people's ears and killing them, eating the brains.
Yeah. And
You ran
we went
upstairs?
upstairs instead of going through that or checking that door.
Okay. That door that Farazan's standing next to is still partially open because that's where they ran out of.
Okay. He kicks the door open.
Ambushed. Okay. Open.
No, it's fully open.
So one of those like slams open on the hinges all the way, and then the hinges fall off, and it just falls down on the floor.
This
Um,
is
There was another discreet door on the other side, right? Wasn't there one down here?
yes. Shoot.
Maybe.
Yes, that's right. Right here. This room looks like a bathing area. That can't be right. No. I'm sorry. It's a parlor.
Spoilers for what's through the next door. I
Yeah,
guess.
toilet. Yes, there is a bathing room in this house. Just a parlor.
Okay.
There's like a wine rack and table.
Oh, those are
couch.
wine. Those are wine bottles. I wonder. I was like, what is that? Yeah. He's gonna
It's
go.
spelled with a U, like it's a palua.
Palua.
Yeah, he's gonna go
Parkour.
smash this one open.
Smash this open, and it is it's the winery, wine storage room. Let's see. Open all this.
Enough
up.
whining.
Yeah. Farazan's gonna go all Link, Legend of Zelda, and start breaking and smashing crates.
Where's my heart?
How many rupees did you find?
Yeah.
Where is everybody?
I'm still in the.
I don't know
center
where my
room right
icon
now.
is.
Oh yeah. I don't see Alma's icon.
Oh, do I need to bring it down? Well, I mean, okay, yeah. I'm gonna delete some of these guys because they're just cluttering. His dead bodies are annoying. There you
Oh,
So
are.
many corpses. So
Yay.
maybe as we come out and realize like we don't actually know the way down, I think Tarathia would have said split up and look for a way down.
Am I not getting a direction from this point?
It's still, I mean, it's almost
It's down.
directly below you. I mean, but we're talking like 400, 500, 600 feet below you.
Okay. I got you.
Tarathiel, you're checking out that door. I will
Yep.
just open the whole world up because it'll be easier that way. This room, you crack open the door, and it is there's no stairwell up. There's a couple of benches, and there's some braziers sitting there with a magical flame. There's a fountain in the center of it with trickling water coming out of it.
Now I've got to pee.
Does it look like it? Does it look like it moves?
Like shifting it out of the way. No, no, it's a actually give me a religion check or history, whichever you have is better.
Neither. So you
Okay.
get religion.
It's okay.
That's an 8. I have no idea who this is.
You have no
May
idea who
I
this
check
is?
it out?
Sure.
Not Baori.
Definitely not Baori.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Alma, you get advantage.
Is this for religion?
Religion, history, one of those two. Even Arcana, maybe.
25.
That'll do.
25. Yeah, that'll do, pig. This is it's a statue of an elven god, Shehanine Moonbow, the Lady of Dreams. So you see this, and it's a very elegant statue, a fountain, water coming out of something, her
Oh my.
elbow.
Okay.
But now that you see this statue, you see this room, and you start just taking a broader look at the house. The whole house is designed in elven style. So whoever designed this house, presumably Volantrue, has a thing for elven style. So it's just a fountain, but it is very beautiful. It's very well crafted, and it fits in perfectly with the rest of the design in the house.
Okay.
Spetro's just going to start pulling on things, looking for like a switch. So he's tugging on this little candlestick holder here. He's going up to each of the statues and tugging on scabbards and swords, and not euphemistically, like the actual weapons and their containers. Tugging on ears.
How big are these statues?
Like humanoid size.
Farazan's going to tip them over.
Okay.
Fully bases down, smash them.
You pull them over and
Nothing
they
underneath.
don't just fall apart, but
Yeah.
like an arm will break off of one, and the head breaks off the other.
Yep. He's gonna keep doing it until he says there's wine to the north. There's nothing else that I saw. You may want to check it out.
I will go check it out.
He smashes another statue. Smash you.
These
in the kitchen,
statues are
opening cupboards and checking the fireplace and just trying to figure out some way
broken.
down.
Alma, you head up this way. You're looking around. You move here, and through your absolute, just godlike senses, you notice a secret door here.
Secret door over here, I say. To everyone who's completely smashing and destroying this beautiful elven home, which I am an elf. And I was appreciating the beauty of the well, and then everybody just started wrecking everything.
Fuck this statue in particular.
No, I'll show where I see the door at, and allow them to use their skills to unlock it if it needs to be. Guidance.
You fiddle. It's not locked.
I'll go first. And Farazan will go.
You open the door, and inside you see
More statues to break.
several statues. In here, one's a halfling with a quizzical expression on his face. Female elven dressed like a wizard with a wand. A female human looks somewhat druidish, but looks like mid drinking of a potion, like not even to her mouth, but just like almost up to her mouth. Looks like a couple of animal companions, a cheetah, and then a black bear. So they're.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Farazan, when you step right there, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, good. Okay. I'm glad I drunk all those potions.
Uh-huh.
And you have
Should
guidance.
let me go first.
Oh, and guidance. I'm sure that's going to help with that roll.
7.
11 with the guidance.
11. 11. The guidance saved you.
Hallelujah.
Maximum guidance.
Praise
thanks, Barry.
Biori.
So you walk into the room and you step right there, and there is nothing where your foot lands, and you're like falling forward, and combination of guidance and like a little bit of dexterity, and Tarathiel like, oh crap, and grabs a hold of you, keeps you from falling forward. But the floor, now that you've put your foot through it, Alma, you can see the image shimmer and fade, and it is a perfectly circular hole dead center of this room that goes straight down.
Hey, look out!
Metro's like, I'm going to check it out. So he goes and
Like-
he phases through the floor. If that's what it does, he just drops down. He can fly,
Well, now
and he's
that-
got slow fall or whatever.
Now that you've messed with it, you all see the image. I mean, it's still there, but it's like faded. You can see it for what it is.
Yeah.
He
He starts working his way down because he knows. Wait, are you still Ghost, Tarathiel? Are you still the ghost
I don't
form
know.
thing?
So it lasts for 10 minutes. We had a combat and then a conversation, and then we did the search for the house. I think it's probably worn off at this
Yeah.
point.
Well, you've still got spider climb.
Yeah, I can still walk on walls.
Yeah, so we can go and see how far down this goes and what it's going to take to get the other two down.
okay.
What's the light situation as we descend?
Pitch black.
Oh, sweet. And I'm just bamfing until I reach a bottom.
All right. So, Spectro disappears. Tarathiel, what are you doing?
Running down the hole.
Okay.
What do you see?
Flares on. Alma just hanging back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
So-
so. I guess I'll stay where I'm at so I can kind of watch.
So it's a 10-foot diameter shaft. It goes straight down. It's perfectly smooth. So even like you reach to touch the wall, the wall itself is smooth as glass. So had you not been able to fly and spider climb and yada yada, you've been having some serious problem getting down this tunnel without just plummeting.
Mhm.
So what happens when you teleport into solid rock?
I don't,
Why not?
because I can only teleport it to where I can see. The little bamf thing you talking about, shadow step.
Uh-huh. How far can
Yeah,
you see
it's-
them?
If it's dark, I'm pretty sure I've got dark vision.
I think so. You're
yeah, it's
you're a
like
dark
60
stalker.
feet. So I'm
60
able to
feet.
see, the Gloomstalker. So I can bamf as far as I can see. And yeah, I can only bamf to where I can see. So I can't see into the rock. So I can't go into the rock.
Okay. So you bamf twice. The second time, so you go down 60 feet, and you're like flying, and you look down, and it goes another 40 feet down to a flat floor, but it looks like the shaft opens up into a room. So the shaft goes another 40 feet, and then 20 feet is the ceiling of the roof of the room. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. So you said I bamf twice, and then it's another 40 feet down still.
Well, I'm giving you the option. You go down 60 feet, another 40 feet. The tunnel will end into a room that you can see below you. That
Oh,
looks
gotcha,
like
gotcha.
it's got a 20-foot ceiling. So you're still 40. You're 60 feet down. It'd be another 40, 60 feet to the floor of the room below you.
Yeah. Is it dark in that room?
There is no light anywhere.
Okay. Then I will fly down the rest of that space stealthily if I need to. I don't know how much noise my boots make. And take a peek, see what I can see in the room while Tarathiel is still making his way down.
Okay. Give me a stealth. Just kind of see where we are with it.
I can
Make
run
sure
90
it's
feet
right.
around. It's
You run how far?
90 feet and around.
Okay, so yeah, you're pretty much showing up at the same time.
Yeah.
And as I described, I'm bringing up the map. Just 1 second.
I'll telejet up to the other two, but there's a chamber down here. Right. I don't like this. How does a politician navigate 100-foot drop with sheer
That
sides?
is a fantastic question.
Well, either walking down
And-
the wall or flying, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Um,
You two both just did it pretty easily.
Matt, just for the sake of the stealth check and possibly being seen, the umbral sight thing that I have makes it so that I'm invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see me.
Right.
In darkness.
So effectively, in the dark, you're invisible to almost everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. You actually got here a lot faster than I expected.
We were running.
We were
Bearzon's
No,
probably
it's-
motivated.
It's the
That's true.
it's the fine creature that just like, boop, this is where we're going.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know, you're level 13, so
We were properly motivated.
and that true.
The land
All
true.
right. Let's see what happens when I do this. And, oop, not that.
Fairzon's going to swap his long staff out for the shadow staff.
Okay. What's did I give you a shadow staff?
Yeah, shadow step staff.
Long staff for a shorter staff.
It's a quarter staff, as opposed to a half staff. No, it's a buck and a quarter staff. That's what he normally uses.
I don't know what's happening.
Do you know that reference?
No.
That's a Daffy Duck reference.
Oh,
Tell you what I miss, and I need to find it and watch him again, was Darkwing Duck.
Hmm.
That was some gold. I mean,
Probably
it's
on
trouble
Disney
you call
Plus, right?
DW.
Mhm.
it's on Disney? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think
Okay.
it's on Disney Plus. I
Have-
bet the whole thing is on there.
Have you seen
I
the
am the
new?
gum that sticks to the bottom of your shoe.
Have you seen the new DuckTales series?
Yes. It was very good.
It's fantastic. It is really good. He makes an appearance.
Okay, why is this being technically asshole?
Oh, that's good.
Hold, please.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I've been tossing around this idea of another podcast.
Uh-huh.
Very, very short. We're talking like six episodes each. More episodic, sort of like a TV show.
Uh-huh.
That's all. I just wanted to mention that.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is it the technical side of DMing?
Right? God, no, that would take hundreds of hours.
I was gonna say you could
And you wouldn't learn anything.
splice the two together. Like every time we have to like figure something out, how something works, we make that into an episode. Splice it into the pause of the episode.
Sponsored by Roll20 for when you almost want to play D&D.
When you want to sit around thinking about playing D&D. Oh man.
Oakley dokley. All right. Now we're getting good. We're getting somewhere now. Let's pop bigger. Bigger.
Fairzon's
Big
gonna
and-
start tying a couple of ropes together.
Yeah, I was gonna say while we're kind of just up here, I want to kind of I don't want to tip over any statues, but I want to kind of pull on them to see which one's like the heaviest. Just kind of feeling the place out.
Farazan offers to belay Alma.
What does that mean?
Hold one
Let
end
you
of the
down
rope.
gently.
Yeah, hold one
Oh,
end of the
okay.
rope while you go. You go.
I'm gonna actually pass. I'll tie my own.
I know. Yeah. He's. Yeah. He.
I appreciate the offer,
Uh-huh.
but I want to do this one on my own.
She's gonna SEAL Team stick 6 down the hole. I mean, we have some evidence that there's something odd about Valandra, and he seems to be able to fly, perhaps, or spider climb. Is it possible these are not statues?
Okay. I can check them out before I start yanking on them.
How you want
He
to check
says
them out?
just after Farazan smashed a bunch of them in the
He was in the other room. Yeah.
I'd like to not use a spell, so I guess I could do.
That change.
Oh.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
We need a dwarf, someone with stone cutting.
I don't know. Is this investigation or is it perception?
Definitely investigation versus perception for sure.
Okay, I will roll it, but it might not be great.
Okay.
8.
8.
Great.
They seem to be made out of some sort of stone.
And I'm like, just as I thought. And I continue around looking at them.
Now, you did do a perception early on when you first got in there, because you did the first set of 4 that you walked into, and you looked in there and you closely examined them, and you saw what was obviously like chisel marks, right? Very fine, very, very hard to see, very, very well done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you went in further to the main area where you had the fight with the bugs going to people's ears and up people's nose, and those that you saw, you could not find a single flaw, a single chisel mark, a single anything, any indication whatsoever that this had been worked stone.
Which one?
Oh
no, Spectro's huge.
Check it, Spectro.
I'm trying to fix it.
It's okay. I got you.
I got it.
Okay. So let me go back to the other map. And we'll get to you two just a second. So when you first got there, these 4, when you originally walked in, these, Alma, you were like, yeah, someone did a great job. But it's obviously, I can see a little chip here and like, whatever. You saw some sort of difference. These in here that are smashed and missing heads and arms, there wasn't a flaw on any of them. And you look closer at these, including the animals, no flaws, 0. Like if whoever crafted these statues was perfect. There's no indication that they used any kind of tool.
Oh no, I don't like no. I just thought of something that I don't like it.
Yeah. I thought of it too, but it was after you smashed them.
Wish I could think of stuff.
All I did was tug on their ears.
These are possibly petrified people.
Possibly petrified people.
Possibly petrified people.
Yes.
Pedestrians.
And now they're possibly petrified collections of organs and limbs.
There's only a couple of them are missing some things. Do we have any suffering
I got
glue?
some cement. It's still good. It's
small.
Okay.
So we're going to flip back to Tarathiel and Spectro. So, Tarathiel, you're just zooming down the tunnel. Spectro, you're bouncing. And Tarathiel, can you see in the dark? Pitch black?
Can.
Okay.
60-foot dark vision.
Yeah, dark vision.
I'm
Okay.
going to, because I can't actually fly, we'll step out onto the ceiling.
Okay, it's 20 feet up, but it's a dome, right? So you could easily walk down. This room, as you can see, can you see the map? Do I have it on the map?
No, we're still looking at the upper floor map.
Give me 1 second.
Ground floor map.
How are we now?
Yep.
Okay. This room, oddly named 01. So this room is a perfect circle. The floor is perfectly smooth. The walls, every bit of this room is just glass fine. Not to the point where it's slick. You don't have to worry about falling, yada yada. But it is perfect. And the room is perfectly round. And there is an opening in this room to the north. Yes, that is north. And now that you're in the room, let's see. Kind of see on in there. It's literally another shaft going down.
Oh, geez, another one. I was just looking through my inventory to see if I had pitons to help them get down.
I do. Actually, I
You
probably
do?
run out by now.
I was gonna say I don't know how. Yeah, it would be. I was just thinking I could fly, basically driving these things into the wall, basically be like your lead climber. But
Nope. My
Oh.
quantity is 0 pitons.
yeah, I don't have any in my stuff.
I have
So,
petered my pitons out.
little correction. That's a 30-foot high dome. And all around the edge of the room are shallow alcoves, just enough for a body to fit into them.
Uh-huh.
And each one of those alcoves has a statue.
Man, Fairzon's gonna have a field day when he sees this.
Do they match the ones up here?
Um,
They all different.
As far, are they the same? No, they're different. They're all different.
Okay.
And you take a moment. There's 21 alcoves, 21 statues.
Someone's clearly into statues.
How did they get them down there?
That's a good question. Maybe the roof
Well,
hole is
that-
not the only entrance.
Yeah, or we'll just add that to the list of questions we have for Valantru anyway. Well, I'm taking
But
notes.
There's a big chamber in here with a bunch of statues, and then another hole going down even further.
That, if it's not obvious, that dotted circle, that's the tunnel going up.
Yeah.
Can I peer over the side of this one?
Sure. It's black beyond your vision.
Where is this? I mean, of course, Valentru has a murder basement. Everyone has a murder basement.
We should have known when we got ours.
We're already 100 feet down. How long before we hit the volcano?
Is it getting warmer?
We're like 130 feet down at this point, standing at that lip. There's like 100 feet down to the tunnel, 30 feet down to the floor. How are we going to get them down? That's my question. I'm looking through
Yeah,
my
and we
gear.
have
I
to get back
no way
up.
of getting them down.
We have to get
I
back
got
up.
50
as
foot
well.
of rope. That's the best I can do.
Oh, can I
Jump.
use mold earth enough to make handholds?
No, this isn't loose earth. This is in the tunnel, the shaft.
Yeah.
It is.
Worked
It's.
stone.
I mean, it's perfect stone.
Okay. Okay. This
Almost polished.
yeah, it does say oh yeah, it says loose earth. Okay, target loose earth.
Yeah, it's gonna be
excavated.
dirt. You can't just do rocks and whatever.
Oh, it does say you can cause shapes or colors or both to appear on dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, shaping patterns.
Cool.
That sounds like graffiti, though. I can come up there and cast minor illusion and make it look like there are steps.
Appreciate that. Just step here.
Inspiration.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
Uh-huh.
I can't catch you.
Yeah, I have no mechanical idea how I would get them down. I mean, I can go and give them 50 foot of rope. That's all I got.
Well, I
Hook
think
me up.
in 5th edition, the maximum damage from falling is 20d6. So
We've got rope. What's going on here? What are we discussing?
I don't think we've got
it's
enough rope.
120 feet down.
Yeah. I
Oh.
don't think we've got enough rope.
Okay.
130 feet down if it's a 30
130
high
feet down.
ceiling.
Yes.
How much rope do you guys have up there right now?
I've got
I have 50.
I've got 50.
All right, I fly you up my 50. I tie it off to one of the statues. Let you guys go down. I will untie it and then meet you guys down at the bottom, and we just may have to rinse and repeat.
Oh,
Let's
you
do it.
we scale down. You untie, then retie it. Then we scale down, then untie it, retie it.
No. We'll
Acme
connect all
style.
3 ropes.
Yeah.
So it's 150 feet. I will anchor it to one of the statues, or a
Uh-huh.
couple of them maybe. You guys will descend, and then because I can descend without the rope, I will then make it so that we take the rope with us.
Yeah.
I will untie
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you got 3 sets of rope? That's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
All right. So who goes first?
I would like to go first.
All right. I'm not going to
Please.
do
Are you
it
sure?
every 50 feet because that's
It
just
means-
obnoxious.
Means Farazan
Um,
is going to land on you if he falls.
Yep.
I'll
Well,
wait.
he's gonna wait till I
Yeah,
get to the
I'll
bottom,
wait
isn't
until
he?
you say go.
Yeah. Okay.
Get down and then get out of the way.
Scram.
So it's 120 feet. I'm going to do it every 30 feet. So basically 1 round of movement. Well, double time and yada yada. So instead of every
Yeah.
10 feet, I would like you to give me an athletics or acrobatics, whichever is best, 3 different times.
Give yourself the
Oh.
guidance.
Okay.
Touch your own
You have
butt.
to use your hands to cast guidance. You can only do it once.
I can actually cast with my feet now, but that happened at 12th level, but we had to talk about it. So, anyway,
I
here's
think
number
that's
1.
right. Actually, you
I know
can
it's right.
cast with your
I
feet.
remember that.
Then yes, you can use guidance.
I will use it.
You should. You really should.
Hooray.
Ooh.
Okay,
What's
13.
total? 13. I mean, you're climbing down this rope and you start to slip, and through the sheer quickness of your feet to save yourself from falling. Give me another roll, please. This will make you at 60 feet down. You're good.
16.
And one last roll, you'll be 30 feet to go.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I'm just gonna take it. I
Yeah,
fall. I'm not athletic.
Yeah,
It's not
even
my
guidance. Guidance would be a maximum of 8. The DC's
Yeah.
it's higher than 8. All right, so you fall 30 feet, which is 3d6. Not the end of the world. But this is very Alma, right? I mean, you
Yeah,
fall
totally.
all the time.
thing.
3d6 max damage. No, well, almost. Jeez.
jeez.
13 points of bludgeoning, and with a loud, echoing, like you just fell into an auditorium. The way the sound was reverberating up that tunnel and down the tunnel beside you. Bang! And it echoes for a good 10 seconds. They have a cave troll. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
And again,
And that
don't tell me when
echoes
you're in there.
another 10 seconds.
At least
But yeah, you.
I was able
you
to mute
falling
the
30
stream.
feet in heavy armor makes quite the clamor. All right, Farazan,
Wait, I'm gonna get up and get out of the way.
you're out of the way.
Tarathiel's
I'm
perched
like,
on the edge
ow,
of the
ow.
second hole. Is there any reaction to this resounding boom?
Looking down the hole, you don't see an immediate reaction. No.
There's a guy down there in the boat says, "Did you hear a suspicious thud?" Okay. All right. Yep. Farazan's going to commence with the rolling athletics.
Okay.
21.
21. And you're able to kind of, I mean, you're tall dude. You're able to use the other side. So your DC is a little bit lower. Go ahead.
14.
Okay.
21.
All right. You're good. You're good. That last 10 feet, though, you feel like maybe the statue slips a little bit from your weight as you're climbing down. But all is well.
That's good.
Is Felion within 1 mile?
How do you determine that?
He would be within my psychic chat. We linked him in before coming.
Yes. Well, actually, he's dead. Remember, she cut his throat.
So it's
Wait.
Fario then.
Yeah.
Whichever one is.
Oh,
Whichever
the
one is
living
still
one.
alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're if they're in Cauldron,
As
they're
we-
within a mile. Yep.
As we have a few beats here while the other two are climbing down, Dorothy will reach out to him and just tell him, "I'm sorry, but your brother is gone."
And he responds, "I know. Thank you."
We can tell him where he is too, right?
If they left his body, he's at the brass trumpet. But be
You
very
hear-
careful.
You hear a mental gasp. Really? Okay. Thank you very, very much.
I mean it. Be extremely careful. The people that killed him are very dangerous.
We will. You be careful as well. Whatever you're doing.
What was that? Don't worry about it.
Ow!
You're on the Gong Show?
I'm sorry we weren't able to do more.
Things are happening up here. I don't know if there's more to be done.
Genia's might need your help as well. She was under attack.
Well, we will do what we can. But right now, we have just fended off an attack of our own. Fended off an attack of our own.
Stay safe.
You too, my friend. And you guys are down at the bottom of this long, dark, scary, bug-filled.
Stop it.
Do you guys have your characters that you can pull over? Oh, there they are. There we go. There's one, and whoop, there's two. Good. All right. You can be wherever you want, but that's where I stuck you in this room. So you're all
Spectre's
four down,
with 150 foot of rope.
and you got the rope. No problem. You flew back up, untied it, back down. You're in this room. 21 statues. Tarathiel's spider climbing around the edge of the tunnel. It looks like. And
I'm ready to start heading down if the others are ready to start climbing down.
okay.
And I'm still feeling that kind of locate creature coming.
Spectre will attach.
Is that concentration?
Oh yeah, I'm out. I don't know where he's at.
No, not automatic. You just have to do a concentration check.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Are you inspired?
Not for this.
Never mind.
11.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, so 11's fine, but isn't guidance concentration?
Why would you ask me that?
Because you cast it.
Yes.
It is.
It is.
Concentration for a minute.
Only reason I'm going to make it an issue is because had you not cast it, you would have fallen 90 feet. Okay? If it hadn't really been an issue, like you didn't need to cast it. So I'm going to say that the last time you had this concentration spell, you came down 120 feet from the direction that you were when you cast guidance, which is about 90 feet higher.
Okay.
You still need to go down another 300 feet.
Okay. That's fair. Sorry about
Yeah.
that. I did not realize it was concentration.
That's okay. I forget all the time, but it is a concentration spell. But you cast guidance, which kept you from falling 100 feet down the rope. So, kind of necessary. Okay. And now here we are, Tarathiel hanging out on the edge. What do you do?
I'm heading down.
Yeah. Spetro goes ahead and starts tying off the rope onto the nearest statue that's going to give us the most length of rope going down.
Gotcha. No problem.
Everybody in our party can see in the dark, right?
No.
Don't think Farazan can.
Go ahead and get your torch out and ruin things. You're going to need light to be able to get down there.
Yep. He's got his torch tucked in his belt.
I had I was double checking the language on primeval awareness, but it explicitly says this feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number. It just is a yes or no, like a binary. There is or there is not. Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within a mile of me. So not helpful at the moment.
There we go. Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I was just saying I have I think it's part of my ranger kit where I can basically choose to expend a spell slot and detect a certain bevy of creatures' presence within a mile of me, but at the end of the little block for it says this feature doesn't reveal the creature's location. So if I did it, it would just be a yes there are or no there aren't, and it wouldn't be like any kind of
Direction.
good replacement for what Alma had earlier.
I got you.
So I'm not going to do that. Not that I use my spell slots very much anyway. I may have to soon. I'm running low on key.
Dang it.
So, what's the plan?
I believe Tarathiel is going to spider climb down, and I'm going to let these two go down the rope, and then I'll bring it back down again.
Is there a place
Okay.
we can anchor it up here?
Yeah, there's
there's-
21 statues, so I
Yeah.
tied it to one close to the mouth.
Okay.
Or at least that's what Spetro tells you.
Ties it to the stone gerbil. All right. Tied off. You got 150 feet. You throw the rope off. I mean, what's the plan?
I thought Tarathiel is going down first.
Yeah,
Oh, I missed
Tarathiel's going to go first, make sure I'm not like dropping this rope on somebody's head and ruining any chance that we've got it. Maybe sneaking up and getting some recon in.
So, Tarathiel, you start zooming down the tunnel, and after about 20 seconds, you get to a point to where the tunnel keeps going, straight down, but there's an opening that opens to your west. It goes in. It's a very, very large. It's like 20-foot diameter disc inset into the wall, about 200 feet down, and then the tunnel continues on down below you, out of visual range. And there's about a 5-foot ledge in front of this 20-foot disc, and you can see that there's 3 lines in it, almost like it's a door that comes together like a tricuspid valve of the heart is what it looks like. It's how I think it looks like. But
That's helpful.
maybe.
I get that reference.
But it's closed.
Medical people.
And like I said, there's a 20-foot wide, 5-foot in-depth landing that you could stand on. And in addition to that, the tunnel continues to go down.
So 20 seconds, and he's doing, what did you say, 90 feet every 6 seconds?
So it was right at 200 feet. My math may have been off. It's 200 feet to this section right here.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Looks like you're going to have to jump.
Not necessarily. And Terathiel will come. If Spetro dropped the rope, I've got another 50 foot.
All right. I do it.
And I'll
Okay.
do it.
Tied off, no problem. It's like
We have
10
200
feet
feet of road.
Yeah, we're not gonna get too pedantic about the length of the rope, but you've got enough to get down to this ledge. The two plebs that can't fly and climbing on the wall. Farazan, you've got your torch tucked in your
I
belt.
mean,
Uh-huh.
I can't talk to God, so, we've all got our thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very true, very true.
I think I might die.
So this is twice the length that you just climbed, so it's going to be 6 rolls.
Jeez.
Athletics to get down to this particular area.
Could Terathiel or Spetro help Alma down?
Yes, you could
Provide
assist
some
her,
kind of
giving her
assistance to-
advantage. You
To get
could
advantage on these rolls?
you could absolutely give her advantage. Yep. It actually would make a lot of sense because you can literally like hold on to her because you're essentially grounded on the wall. It'll give her advantage. Yep.
I would have difficulty lifting a small poodle, but I can help.
Yeah.
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 I do have a +2 to strength, interestingly enough, but I'm also wee. So
Maybe.
You're much stronger than Terathiel is, so it's all that punching you do.
it is. Got those gains.
So do you want to help? That makes more thematic sense because you can kind of fly behind her and
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
And I can still fly back up and untie things after everything.
So, Alma,
Yes.
with advantage, I need 6 rolls to climb down this 200-foot shaft that does not end at 200 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're fine.
Oh, was
You're
that? I thought I was rolling twice.
Well, okay. You're
What,
good.
I just don't know what you want me
The
to do.
first
You
one was
do
a
have-
con
you-
save for some reason.
I hit acrobatics.
Did you do hold
the
down the
con save
shift
was
key?
Yeah,
no,
the con save
con
was
save
from,
was the concentration for
from
the
earlier.
previous.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
And so you have advantage. So you would have taken this roll if something had been lower. So you're good. You have advantage. All right. So, but those are 2 rolls. You're good. You got 4 to go. 3 to go.
Wow,
2 to go.
this is crazy.
They
For
already with you.
real. This is crazy for real.
For those,
1 to go.
Okay, people that are
those
listening in
listening at home,
audio.
there's 3 natural 20s.
Yeah, it
in
was,
those 4 rolls. 5
10
rolls.
natural 20, 14, a natural 20, natural 20.
And the DC is 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sucking out all those 20s before the real bad combat happens.
Yeah, that's kind of how it feels. I think maybe too my pride was hurt a little bit, so I was like kind of trying a little bit harder this time going down.
So yeah, you are now at the bottom. Well, you're now at this ledge next to this gigantic disc of what looks like a door. Terathiel, I'm sorry, Farazan.
Okay.
And you guys could help with him as well if you want to give him advantage.
Yeah,
just in
I'll do
case.
the same. I'll fly out
Okay.
there.
All right, Farazan, 6 checks with advantage. Good. Good. Good.
Okay.
3 more. Good. 2 to go. Good. Good. All right. You both make it
One
down.
more natural 20 in that lot.
Yeah.
You make it 20. You make it 200 feet down this sheer shaft. You're now standing next to Alma. It's
I
basically
perform
looks
rope
like two-
retrieval.
Let's see.
Oh wait, no, we're because there's still more to go down. Is there an anchor here?
No, I don't think so.
No. There's nothing. Don't do that.
there's a
nothing
door.
here. There is a door.
Maybe we can find an immovable rod behind that door.
That'd be
So,
helpful.
Jamie, I don't know if you can see that I've opened a little piece. Go down on the map.
Yep, okay.
That is where. So right here is where Alma and Farazan are standing. This is the gigantic door. So this door, crap. Let me read a little bit more out to you. There's a bit more of a description to it.
Okay.
It's a little more interesting. A large, intricate, circular door measuring 9 foot in radius, so 20-foot diameter, basically. It's got interlocking parts made of composite stone material, primarily. More than just bone. More than just stone. There is dark wood, bone, iron, other shiny metals that you can't identify. The door's face has been worked into the likeness of a stylized beholder with 10 eye stalks.
Crap.
Set into each eye stalk is a different color gemstone, and set into the large central eye is a transparent crystal the size of a human fist. The thick stone doorframe is shaped like a ring and carved with 8 strange glyphs.
There's a callback to the first 5 episodes of the
Yes.
episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Dang it! I knew that. Petrification eyeball, stone flesh to stone eyeball, whatever it is.
And this seems like a good place to stop.
Beholder in a dress.
Dang.
Chicken arms. Dangling on the precipice 200-300 feet down from the surface of Cauldron. Don't know how much further down this tunnel goes. Standing in front of a gigantic door that has a really big picture of a beholder on it. We will see what happens next time.
Sounds like fun.
This was a butt clencher.
Yeah.
Like Fezan nearly died last episode, but this episode I felt the tension even more. Like,
It's good. It's good.
Good.
Things are happening.
Yeah. I mean, you've been climbing a hill for the last 3 years. You now have answers. You now have direction, and you are on a hell of a ride from here on out.
Can we take a nap real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
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 I'm kind of surprised you climbed down this shaft without taking a little bit of a short rest. I don't know.
Not with
Not with Tarathiel.
Tarathiel's daughter.
Yeah, we're feeling some urgency, I think.
Yeah. All right.
you guys can rest.
Yeah. Right. Next week.
Drathel's ready to punch a beholder to death on his own.
Yeah.
He'll die, but he's willing to try.
He's not going to give him one of these numbers. He's going to give him one of these numbers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
One of these.
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah.
Should have brought some
Cool.
red pepper. Just
Are we good for next Monday?
believe so.
Double check.
Yes.
Yeah, shouldn't be a
Uh,
problem.
Next Monday's fine. The following Monday's fine. The one after that, I will be in Bangkok. So I will not be fine for that one.
Is that the 24th?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll be
then-
out of pocket on the 17th
Of
Okay.
this month.
March.
So next week's fine, and then 2 weeks off.
Okay, so all right, so we'll be back on the 10th, and then the 31st will be the next one after that.
Yep.
And then if I'm not mistaken, that's when we'll have like a month off. Is that right?
What was that for?
Possibly.
Oh, I possibly.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so
We'll figure it
we're
out.
back next week.
Yep.
That's what we know for right now.
Yep.
All right,
All right.
cool.
Have a good
We will
night.
see
I
you
will
again.
I will have a fun statistic to share next week because next week is the 10-year anniversary of me using my podcasting app, which has kept stats of what I've listened to.
Excellent.
Oh, really?
Fun.
That's cool.
I have it in my
Wow.
calendar. I have it in my calendar to check those stats on that day, and
Cool.
you might need to stage an intervention.
Well, I know
The
that
preliminary
you
numbers are in, and they're
once
not
at
good.
triple speed.
All right. Have a good night.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace.